Aloha. Welcome back. Chef Chris Garnier, Labor Community College Culinary Arts Program, Contemporary Cuisine. We're in part 2 of our fabrication of fish here. We unwrapped our fish, got it out of the box, and it's here in our wrapper. Put on gloves after we washed our hands. Sure that we have our clean pail right here, gloves and a scale, everything ready to go, sharp knife, fish tweezers. Right, so let's go ahead and unwrap this fish carefully. Our goal is to not handle the fish as much as possible because we don't want to abuse it or bruise it. They usually come wrapped in this paper towel, chick towel, which soaks up all of the natural juices of the fish. So once again, this is Atlantic salmon, farm raised in Canada. Farm is Marine Harvest. They are raised in small contained areas and a high density. They're the premier ocean farm raised Atlantic salmon purveyor out in Canada. So right here we have our loins. So separated bones and head and tail. So how did I order this? I ordered this whole salmon from our fish purveyor. You can order it whole, and you have to tell them exact specifications that you want. In this case, I got a whole Atlantic salmon. It's filleted, meaning both fillets on each side are taken off, skinned, and I'll show you as well, and save these for stock. Also ordered at PBO, which means pin bone out. Meaning the pin bones right here are taken out for us already. They left the belly on here. And as you can see, it is skinned. Some restaurants do this in bulk when they do high volume. Okay, so let's start off by having our ice ready. Change my gloves one more time. It's very important that you practice clean practices when working with anything raw. Refer to your safety and sanitation guides in your sanitation class. So let's start off. First of all, you want to make sure that your fish comes in cold. How can you tell the fish is fresh? How can you tell it's a good quality? So by the smell, by the look of it, right? Obviously this is salmon, orange in color, dark orange in color depending on the species. You also can test by texture of the fish. Simply get your finger, press in the meat, and if the meat doesn't come up, the fish is probably old. Texture, smell, color. Use your eyes. Alright, so we're going to start off with ice. We have our perforated 2-inch pan with a 400 pan, hotel pan under it. I'm going to put the ice on the bottom to keep it cold as I fabricate the fish or fillet the fish. I can put it in this pan and it'll stay cold in order for me to go and put it back in the refrigerator. Ice. Our ice pan is ready. Sanitation bucket, put here on the side. Move this forward. All right, so let's start on our fabrication of our salmon. I brought my fish tweezers here as well because if the pin bones are still in, we're going to check it and I'll show you how great idea of how to, a great procedure idea of how to check if there's any pin bones left. So let's check for pin bones first. I get the back of my knife, and I follow the sinew or tissue or the way the sinew goes of the fish, and I go and I put the back of my knife and I run it backwards, and I can feel where there's a pin bone left. And also when you do that, you can see right here that the pin bone sticks out. You have a little bit of flesh on your knife, but you can see that it sticks out. Run my knife backwards, run it all the way down. Salmon has about 32 pin bones. Right? Our knife. And so far I see only one right here. Show this to you. When you pull the pin bones out, you want to pull it the same way that the flesh and the sinew is going. That way you go opposite and you tear the flesh of the fish. It also comes out really easy. Alright, we're ready to fabricate our fish. In this case, we're going to fillet it, and we're actually going to do an exercise and sous vide this. Sous vide, you can see in the background, is anything cooked at a lower temperature for a longer period of time, and it breaks down the tissue, connective tissue, and any protein. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to cut off the belly. Sushi restaurants save this for broiling. So I'll go straight down. And same thing with the other fillet. Right, and we're ready to fabricate. Our goal is not to touch the loin, right? Not to touch the loin as much as possible. Okay, next I'm gonna fabricate my fish. So, what I want to do here is I'm gonna cut into steaks. So steaks is meaning straight down. I'll also show you a technique where we call it fillet, or I call it fillet. I'm gonna cut it at an angle to make a nice diamond cut. So let's start off with steaks. First of all, you need some plastic wrap to cover your either your scale, ounce scale here, or right here we have a digital scale. Prefer a digital scale because ounce scales, they may wear out. These regular ounce scales here. Prefer a digital scale because it is more accurate. Plastic wrap right here. And I try not to weigh down the plastic because what it does is it presses down that digital scale and actually causes it to read incorrectly. Zero it out as well. Ready to go. So we're going to cut these into 4.5 to 5 ounce steaks. I'll show you a steak cut straight down and a fillet. In this case, the tail. Any restaurant, you just want to take off just that small little edge. It makes a big difference in your plate presentation because now it doesn't look like you got the end of the fish. So we'll make a 4.5 ounce cut, straight down steak. Weigh it. There you have it. As we make our steak cuts going up, it's obvious that the loin gets wider and then gets smaller. So when you're going and cutting your steaks down, you want to make your steak cuts a little smaller in diameter as your loin gets bigger, your fillet gets bigger. Okay, so we'll make another 4.5 ounce cut. Weigh and chill. All right, let me show you an example of fillet. It's on the side right here. Fillet cut on a bias, diamond shaped, nicer plate presentation. Only thing with that is not a steak cut, and it may interfere with cooking times. All right, so I'll show you a fillet. And get this fillet right here, or this fillet cut, not steak cut. I'm going to cut it straight down the middle of the fillet. All right? Now, I'm going to cut a diamond shaped. And what I do here is I make my diamond cut, my angle, about 20 degrees. Kind of keep it the same degree as you were to sharpen your knife. I bring that angle straight up. Same exact degree. And cut straight down. Weigh. And chill. So as you can see, it has a nice diamond shape. All right, and we'll go ahead, same angle, bring your knife up, and straight down. And there you have it. Very nice diamond cut shape. Put it skin side up, and I simply follow the sinew of the fish and bring the highest piece of the fish fillet down so it's going to have even cooking in the pan or even roasting. So very carefully follow the sinew of the fish or else you'll break the flesh. And there you have it. Nice fillet. Nice steak cut, and always with the tail end piece, just trim a little bit off so the guest doesn't look like they have the end of the fish. Right there, fish fabrication. Thank you.